It's not sufficient to use identity and access management for data protection because identity and access management protects data against unauthorized access, while in this case we're dealing with authorized access, with people who are authorized to access sensitive data, with programmers and testers who are authorized to access sensitive data and might abuse them. So identity and access management is not going to help here. Neither would encryption. Encryption would typically make encrypted data unreadable, which would make enterprises' applications that are tested against data fail when they meet this unreadable encrypted data. Encryption as a technique, as one of many techniques, could be used by data masking. But data masking is broader than encryption and cannot be replaced by encryption. First of all, let me mention that technology and process that we call here data masking is also known under many different names, such as data privacy and data obfuscation and data sanitization, de-identification, de-authorization, data scrambling, data scrubbing, and on and on. So here we'll call it simple data masking. How data masking works? It typically takes a production database, makes a copy of it, full copy or a subset, masks sensitive data in that database, and gives that copy to developers or testers. Data masking vendors have a variety of techniques for data masking. For example, they're replacing characters with similar looking characters. They are using a masking sign such as a cross or X. They are using fictional name instead of real names, or they are reshuffling data in the column of the database. Why do they do it? Well, they are hiding sensitive data, and that process perfectly fits into the testing phase of an overall software lifecycle. Moreover, we strongly recommend our client enterprises to start using data masking as an integral part of an overall software lifecycle process. Speaking of adoption drivers, first of all, there is a general consideration that enterprises have to keep in mind. If they want to make sure that their employees have a limited or no access to some sensitive data, well, then data masking is a good precaution. But there are two formal drivers that accelerate adoption of data masking. One of them is regulation, specifically PCI, payment card industry, and HIPAA in healthcare insurance. They are strongest drivers of data masking adoption. Well, there is another strong driver, which is outsourcing. More and more, our enterprises outsource application development to external third-party providers, domestically or offshore. And in that case, they have to open their sensitive databases to developers and testers who are not even their employees. Of course, data masking is a highly recommended security precaution in that case. Data masking as a market is a pretty new one, but considering such strong drivers as regulation and outsourcing, we believe that that technology, that market will reach maturity within next 5 years.